What we have here, my name is Shirley. I have through the paranormal projects. Do you see we have spells, Flatlander, alien type species, developmental experiment, two-dimensional realm connection to the third dimension of enhancement to two-dimension to third dimension enhancement of the cranial consciousness realm of the brain shall reveal energies and power abilities extraordinarily the realm of invincibility because of our energies lies through seven chakras and seven to nine dimensions, and 99 and 9 is the highest of all. But these flatlanders species, these comes in 2D form of all that preside life to be the one and only true deity in this world. You harness, I have over 729, lost over 1,000 of these flatlander species. These flatlander species is the realm of what known to be two dimension, and these is fairly mistaken and passed through by everyday lives of people of higher scholar abilities of awareness to these creatures actually do exist into the capabilities of the project, human enhancement of how we can accord ourselves in the development species of human quantum physics level connection. This is the second form of this dimension coming into the third form, comparing after the grass, geo, air, and even through materialized things that, yes, flatlanders, yes, Flatlander species. These is the species of what has not been talked about in science today, but it is other aliens out there. Like I got aliens over A to Z, but that's talking about next session, next capability times to the perhaps ability to understand upon another and to the names and codes and clarification, definition, classifications, and determine these species is, yes, our next step of enhancement. And through thou, I have so many of them, it's ridiculous, but it's over 7,000 known species in this household today. And only gonna capability collect about 150 at the most tops. But they come past each and every day in tribal forms and relative native forms and soul that drops to the levels of the other dimensions that we just can't see through, and we can see them by passing by, but you just gotta you guys pay a lot of attention to the realms of what you are looking in, because of if you don't, because you just won't be aware of these species, because these species is exotic levels of the form of you had to be aware of your surroundings. And when you do that, the understanding level of the understanding the better evolution levels upon humans is like the understanding of all actuality of life pro whole. The Flatlanders species 2D. These are the understanding forms of life after death, then life back again into another dimension. As these are family, friends, souls, deities, angels, demons. Yes, there's demons in these spellular type method organism. Idealistic scholars seeing discoverment how these species came to be and formulate, and I have it said through all various ways. And this is the understanding of how people can interact with their pineal demole, MPD, and pineal gland, DMT, DNT, DNE, DNA, TAC, TAACAT, T Tedica editor edtai, Tedica editor. These are the power of the EGIE serving Kundalini measurements the cadre question of how energy is accumulated in certain forms in the realms of the life that prospect to be in these governor type forms of life of who is the main capability of perceiving the mind. That will be us. That will be how is life is manifested into a formulation form part of how what we can see the measurements of everyday life comes through by designs and formulations symbols enhancement to the life of what is known to be mankind of evolution take place and to recognize. When you recognize evolution, evolution comes through the heart chakra. Recognizes evolution first, and you will pick up the formulations, time measurements of how it came to be and what it was pro mentioned into the forms of life, into the beginning of the Genesis is atom mentium, the element to make mankind, cyanide, the beginning element of blood, ruby, the generator of biocells, hybridization, the protection temperature of the cellular molecule, atom. So formulating and putting in enhancement, putting together these materials can create a bioweapon of the enhancement formula, increasing your HMP human life physics. And this will be like the idealistic form of what cannot be stopped. But the anti-gravity fields of Gra can be placed in the form of the molecules of two different types to create anti-gravity, to create a Gra field, to realize the human potential of science and molecularly unknown species to ourselves. I haven't been harnessing these Flatlanders as an occasional basis because of it's too much infinity and opportunity fields of the enlightenment can be pro enhance and pro achieve through by acknowledgement of what will become. And this is the formulation of life is after death, and what is come through by the mistaking of whom, of how we is formulated in our times of life to realize and recognize the true potential of nature through all actuality. These symbols is called fly dinners, and these is the end of my production.